massage, which is awesome. That's awesome. What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are driving a very nice, very expensive, very luxurious vehicle, and that's why you're probably looking at this video right now. That's why you clicked on this 2014 Bentley Flying Spur Mullen package. Yeah, executive package as well, with splits I can't even talk today. Split seats in the back, which is nice, especially if you have a driver. Obviously, Bentley prides themselves on this being a driver's car, but needless to say, you also want to make it nice for the passengers if you're driving someone of a high position of power of sorts, or the Queen of England. I don't know. Anyways, roll that highlight clip. Alright, let's start by listening to the sweet sound of that W12. Start! Yeah, sounds way better out back than it does in here, because you can't hear anything in here. Anyways, the interior is, obviously, because we are in a Bentley, immaculate. I mean, it is beautiful. Stitching everywhere, diamond stitching on the seat. I mean, you see, like, you hear diamond stitching and like you automatically think, oh, it's gonna be nice. This is like double stitching. I mean, it is just, oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Brown interior, I think they call it oak or something like that. Ooh, excuse me. That's a smash burger, man. Whew. Anyways, the everything about this car is definitely made for driving, and obviously that sounds kind of stupid for me to say that, but what I mean is everything's centered around the driver. Like the way that everything is located around here screams, how comfortable can we make you today, sir? And would you like some cheese and wine to go with that? For example, the buttons for everything are within reach, where you can just lay your hands flat each side, get yourself comfortable. Almost everything is within reach. I mean, it is ridiculous. The engine start and stop button is right here. Literally, as where my hand is resting, I could just let my hand drop, and where it would naturally fall, it would hit that button. The hazard is on the right side of that. Heated seats, you know, cooled seats, whatever. Obviously, everything that you would expect from a luxury vehicle of this price. I mean, it is. The knobs, the balance in colors is. I mean, there's black, there's brown, which they usually tell you not to combine those two, at least fashion-wise. But obviously, they made it work in here, along with some silver. Now, this car does come with avant-garde wheels. I don't personally care for them. I probably would put the stock wheels back on it, but other than that, I mean, this car is nice. Oh, and they painted those wheels to match the paint. I thought they were black, and then I saw them in the light outside the showroom, and I was like, no, those are definitely brown. So everything on this car, again, super awesome. Everything on the steering wheel feels good. The steering wheel can heat up for comfort. It does have a heated steering wheel. So what does it feel like to be in the back of a 2014 Bentley Flying Spur Molten executive package? Well, I would say the legroom is very acceptable. The stitching is all the way around the same as the front. You got your own little AC vents right on the pillars, and more importantly, massage, which is awesome. Massage. Got a little button on the side. This is a driver's car, but it's very much a passenger's car too. It is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to you here in a second.
Una hora después.
Oh, that was a decent nap. Well, I guess I'll just jump to the front seat and we can get going. Let's go. All right, let's get cracking. So usually, I feel like most vehicles on the shifter, you'll have a button on the front to, like, you know, pull back, you get it out of neutral, whatever. Get out of neutral, put it in gear. What are you talking about? But this one, the button's with a nice big B on top of it. You push it, pull back onto drive, and we're rolling. Super quiet. Now, as you heard earlier, the exhaust note is actually pretty cool. And I mean, this is a W12 twin turbocharged machine. I mean, what a beast. Now, this is a very heavy car, and I'm really curious to see how it responds to, you know, a little bit of throttle. I'm super stoked, because it's hard for me to imagine something that feels this heavy. I mean, you're driving this and like the steering is so light, but how this car feels, it feels heavy. It feels like a boat. And obviously you got the suspension adjustment right up here, the little button there. And you have a little privacy curtain too. If you push the privacy curtain, the curtain in the back, pretty nice trick. I mean, that's been around for a long time, but it's gonna come standard in a car such as this. And let's see, grab this little S-curve real quick. Doing about 40 in a lap of luxury. You let go of the accelerator and it does, it kind of like slows itself down. I don't really know how to, maybe like it feels like regenerative braking on a electric car. It kind of feels that way, just not as much. It's just a little bit. It's really interesting. I think it just has to do with the weight of the vehicle. I do have one complaint already about this car, and it's where the lever for the turn signals is. It's on the left side, except usually I'm used to having it higher up on the steering wheel, and this does not. It's a little bit lower, so I keep having to like remind myself that it's not in the same spot as every other car in the world. Alright, let's go. I want to slow down, let's sure it makes some space between the people in front of me. And let's put it in sport mode. Drop. Smooth power delivery. I'll give him that. Of course, that was in again, sport mode, meaning that I can kind of shift whenever I want. The shifting points, it kind of shifted right when I told it to do. My biggest complaint with automatic transmissions, as I've said before, is kind of like that lag. And I get it. I mean, they're obviously not going to make this in the manual. They're not going to put a little stick shift system in here, because it makes no sense. Then the car would make zero sense. I mean, this car is supposed to be luxury, do the least amount of movement as possible, and still get all the horsepower and excitement out of it that you possibly can. I mean, that was the most exciting pull, yet I couldn't hear the engine, and it didn't feel like the suspension was stiff. I didn't feel like a sports car, yet it was a very, it almost like, maybe like being in a jet would be the best description. You do feel that it's pulling you back into your seat, but will you just pass me the champagne, please? Nice little food. Have some grapes. What? I'm going 1,000 miles an hour. Who cares? That's basically what this feels like. I mean, it is incredibly comfortable. And again, price tag on this is going to be north of $200,000. So this is a 2014, and because it's a 2014, it has 2014-esque features, such as the backup camera, maybe not the clearest, and the screen maybe not the clearest. So anyways, moving on to the Let's go over these rails over here. Train tracks. Ah. I mean, you notice that they're there because it kind of can't avoid that, but hardly any noise. I feel like if it had the original, the stock wheels and tires, maybe there'd be less noise. I feel like those wheels kind of took some of that away from this vehicle. See, I have it at just automatic. I'm not going to change any of the shifting points. Just make sure that there's no police officers up ahead in Mexico, because we're in Mexico. Where else would I drive this car as fast as I could? Which probably not as fast as I could, because this is a $230,000 car. I would hate to be forever in debt paying this thing off. Alright, let's go. This is where they usually hide. Let's go this next lane. And let's go. Yeah. As I described it earlier, kind of like being in a very quiet airplane that's going very, very fast. Whew. Now, braking, obviously, is going to be pretty awesome. Super. It is a heavy vehicle, so it's not going to stop on the drop of a dime, but all things considered, not bad. Not bad at all. You know what's interesting is that I'm nice and cozy in here, and I'm not even, warm. I'm warm, and it's kind of cold outside today. And having the steering wheel being warm, which is usually for me, it's a big deal, because any car when I'm driving, when it's cold outside, like the hands are usually the thing that start aching first, or feeling cold first. Let's see. Some traffic here, avoiding. Oh, man. Well, is this car worth north of $200,000? I don't know. Is it? You got a car that has almost every single piece of luxury you could get. Any option, especially this one with executive package, the split seats in the back. So, I think, yeah, you got the reliability of a Bentley. Super reliable cars, although I don't know if it was the older models or newer models. I was talking to Mitch about this, and there's a vacuum line right behind the engine that if it cracks, when it cracks, not if, when, is about a $6,000 repair. Yeah. But if you can afford this car, what is $6,000? That's an oil change. Like, honestly. This car, overall, is smooth. Definitely meant for the driver. Everything is meant for the driver to be comfortable and give him the opportunity to maybe speed in the process of being comfortable. If you were running from the cops, this would not be a bad option for comfort before you go to jail, because you can't outrun radios. Anyways, there's so much space in this car. I keep like shifting around, and it's space galore. It is so massive in here. The car itself is a massive vehicle. What a beautiful car this is. I definitely think it's worth what they're worth. What the market is paying for them. They're beautiful cars, super reliable. The power is there. Don't care for the transmission. Automatic transmissions have never been my thing, but then again, this is a luxury vehicle, not, a Ferrari, Corvette, or whatever sports car you're thinking about. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys on this video. If you have any negative comments, drop them below. Any positive ones, always welcome. Subscribe, like this video if you like the content, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, drive safe. Later.